This is BBC Radio 4, and now it's time for the Saturday Play. And a university laboratory is at the centre of a drugs investigation for Detective...
People sing around. Freshers Ball 2004. The aim of tonight is to get dancing, get to know your new friends, and to get busy.
Get stuffed.
I'm back.
But what took you so long? I've been stood here ages, Aid.
I got talking to someone.
Who?
Someone from the biochemistry department. Really interesting.
Did they have a name?
I would have thought so. Most people do. I didn't ask.
I bet you asked for her phone number, though.
Not this again, Liz. What makes you think it was a woman?
Because he usually is.
If you must know, I was buying these for you.
Are they what I think they are?
Well, what do they look like?
They look like E.
Right first time.
Well, just because that's what they look like, it doesn't mean that's what they are. You probably bought 2 junior aspirin.
There's only one way to find out. One for me, and one for you.
No, I don't think so.
Go on.
I said no, I'm not in the mood.
Are you going to be like this all night?
Like what?
A pain in the arse.
Well, if I'm such bad company, I'll leave you to it.
Fine. I'll take them both.
You always have to go too far.
Hush your mouth. Silence when I spit it out.
Too far.
I'll take them both. One for me, one for me.
They look like E. Like E. Like E.
Silence when I spit it out.
Damn it, he's tachycardic. We're losing him. Okay, prepare to shock. Charge to 200.
Please, Ed, please come back. I'm sorry about what I said. I didn't mean it.
You're gonna have to get out of the way and let us work.
Come on, love. We can't help him if you're under our feet.
Clear.
No change, Doctor.
And again.
No output, Doctor. Do you want shock again?
No output at all.
Nothing.
Thank you, everybody. I'm afraid we've lost them.
No, don't stop.
I'm so sorry.
No, please try again.
Nurse, can you take her to the relatives room?
No, he only took 2. That can't kill you. Come on, love. There's nothing else we can do. Come on.
Time of death, 4:30 a.m.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Keep it down. Some of us work for a living. Fine, you win. I'm up. Bloody students.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Can you have DC Mooney pick me up? It's all right, I wasn't asleep.
Morning, Inspector Tully. Where to?
The infirmary. Apparently we have a suspicious death.
Only apparently.
A student's overdosed. We usually get one at this time of year.
Sad, though.
Oh,
Young lives and all that.
yeah, I suppose so. It's hard to tell this time in the morning.
Still not sleeping?
Not really.
I could pay your neighbours a visit.
No, I wouldn't make any odds. They could be living like Trappist monks. I'd still be lying awake.
Is there something on your mind? You've been a bit distracted for a while.
Yeah, well, it's nothing anybody else can help with.
Right.
Oh, Dr. Randall, hello. I'm DI Sarah Tully. This is DC Jeff Mooney, CID. I understand you've come across something suspicious you want us to look into.
Well, it wasn't particularly suspicious at first, just a textbook ecstasy overdose. The patient presented with extreme dehydration, elevated temperature and intracranial pressure, all perfectly normal, if you know what I mean.
Who was the patient?
Adrian Walsh, new student at the university. It was the freshers' ball last night.
Well, to be frank, Doctor, it really doesn't sound suspicious. You'll be having a parade of chemical casualties through your department every night this week.
Yeah, I know. We already have. It was just something that his girlfriend said. She claims that he only took 2 pills, and it sounds like it wasn't his first time.
So?
I've just got the tox report back. That's the highest concentration of MDMA in a patient's bloodstream that I've ever seen.
Really? Can I have a look at that?
Help yourself. Either his girlfriend's lying about the amount he took, or Adrian got hold of some pure E.
I don't understand.
Okay. Most street drugs are cut with less potent ingredients to make them go further.
Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons they're so risky. You don't know what you're getting, baking soda or rat poison.
So he wasn't getting rat poison, surely a good thing.
No, he wouldn't have been prepared for the chemical assault of 2 pure E tablets. He never stood a chance, and if there's more out there...
Yeah, I see where you're going.
I don't want to spend my next 2 weeks on night shift watching kids die like that.
No. Right. Can I talk to the girlfriend?
Yeah, she's in the relatives' room.
Thank you. Mooney, see if you can find an address for the parents.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I've told you everything I know. He bought them off somebody he just got talking to. But I didn't want to risk it, so he took them both. If only I'd taken one.
Well, then you might both be dead. Are you sure he didn't say anything about the dealer? Whether it was a man or a woman? Was it another student?
It just didn't come up. Do you know how many dealers have approached us since we moved up here?
No, quite a few, I should imagine.
Then perhaps you should be out catching them instead of picking on Adrian.
Look, I know you're upset, but if you want me to find out who did this, you need to calm down and tell me everything you remember.
No, I've told you everything.
Did Adrian regularly take E?
At home, he had a mate who got him pills at the weekends, but we don't know anyone here yet. These were the first he bought.
Had he ever had a bad reaction before?
No, never. Just wanted a bit of fun. A good time, that's all he was into. Everyone does a bit of something to have a good time, don't they?
Not everyone, Liz.
They're even doing a PhD study of it in the chemistry department.
Where did you hear that?
It's around the campus. They got some big grant. But can I go now?
Yeah, of course. Listen, we've called your mum and dad. They're on their way.
Oh, sorry, love. Any use?
Well, I didn't think so at first, but maybe.
Come in. Hello. Can I help you?
Are you Professor Alan Poyser?
Yes.
I'm D.I. Tully from the CID.
Am I in trouble?
I do hope not.
Do take a seat.
Thank you. Professor, I understand that your lab is involved in some interesting research at the moment.
The MDMA project.
Would you mind me asking you a few questions about it?
Would you mind me asking why?
A student died last night.
One of my students?
No. He was an engineering student, a first year.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
He died from an overdose of pure MDMA.
And do you think he got it from my lab? I'm sorry, Inspector Tully.
Please, don't feel like I'm accusing you of anything. This is the first day of my investigations. I'm sure you understand that I have to follow up all lines of inquiry, although I must say I was shocked to hear that there was a drugs lab on my beat.
We only produce the MDMA we need for our research. Look, I know that campus rumours are rife about what we're doing, but it is legitimate research.
What sort of research?
And it's quite complicated.
Well, I'll try to keep up, Professor.
Well, basically, we're making MDMA in varying strengths in order to test its efficacy in the treatment of Parkinson's disease. It's all done under government licence.
And what does that involve?
Any research involving banned or controlled substances has to be licensed. Before the project got underway, the Home Office inspected us, and there are tight controls on our work.
Such as?
We only produce small amounts of the drug. It never leaves the lab. At least it shouldn't.
Right, I'll need to see your records, and I'd like to talk to your students.
Of course, we've nothing to hide. Come through to the lab. I'll introduce you to everyone.
Thank you.
Marty, who's that with Alan?
No idea, a new student?
She's a bit long in the tooth to be an undergraduate.
Meow. Saucer of milk, Sean. Anyway, it'd be nice to have an older woman around the place. I'm bored of freshers.
Shame they don't seem to be bored of you. Marty, can you help take this sample? Marty, can I polish your test tubes?
Jealousy will get you nowhere.
I'm glad to hear it.
This is the main lab. We have 15 students doing research, including my 2 PhD students who head up my team. Let me introduce you. Marty Tiernan and Sean Ambler. This is Inspector Tully.
Hello.
What's going on, huh?
Is this something to do with that kid who died?
Oh, you've heard about that?
Yeah, me and the rest of the college. It's the story of the day.
So you know how he died?
He took an overdose, didn't he?
No, not exactly. He took 2 ecstasy pills, and unbeknownst to him, they were of a very high concentration.
Poor guy. His brain must have been fried.
Let me guess. You think we supplied the drugs?
Did you?
So, what can we do to help?
You can take me through your procedures, carefully.
Well, that's how we work, carefully. We log every chemical, the amount used and in what concentration. Any excess MDMA not used in the trials is discarded.
What, you throw it down the sink?
No, that would not be good for the local flora and fauna. It's treated as chemical waste and destroyed. Even that's logged.
It's all part of our license agreement for producing the drug.
Who's in charge of these records?
I am, along with Professor Poyser and Sean. A chemical doesn't leave the stores without our signatures.
What, so any one of you can authorise the supply of the drug?
No, the requisition forms require all 3 signatures, which is myself, Marty
Tiernan and Ms. Ambrose. Yeah, I've got the picture. Right, well, I'll need to take all your records with me to the station so we can have a closer look.
Just a minute.
What?
We can't continue the research if you remove our records.
She's right. It's part of the licence, Alan. Records must be kept at all times. We'll have to close the lab down.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that,
Alan,
but I've got no...
people have analysis running.
Just a minute, Sean. Is there any other way?
No, I'm sorry. I'll try to have them back to you as soon as possible. I mean, apart from anything else, me officers are going to need to interview all the students, so I'm afraid we're going to be disruptive with or without the records.
Fine. Take them.
Oh, that's just brilliant.
Right, everybody, I'm afraid we're going to have to ask you to stop what you're doing. Hey, stop moaning. We're getting the day off.
Oh.
Inspector,
Yeah?
you forgot these.
Oh, more files. I don't think I can manage anymore.
Okay, I'll take them to your car.
Oh, thank you.
Don't envy you working your way through this lot. I think we've got half a forest here.
Well, it won't be me wading through it all.
Why, you leave that to your minions, dear.
You could say that.
Look, I know that not everyone welcomed you with open arms this morning.
Oh, don't worry about it. You get used to it in my line of work. Nobody wants a police officer on their doorstep.
It's just all been a bit surreal. I mean, we all heard about the bloke dying, but we never expected to be involved in it.
Really?
Really. We're scientists. We do petri dishes and pie charts, not car chases and handcuffs.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Right, this is me. Thanks for your help, Mr. Tiernan.
My pleasure. And if there is anything else, you just have to ask.
Well, I'll bear that in mind.
We all just want to get this cleared up as quickly as possible.
Good. Then we all want the same thing. DC Mooney, I've got a present for you.
I didn't know it was my birthday. What the heck is this lot?
6 months' worth of lab records.
Oh.
Supposedly, every powder and potion that's gone in or out of Alan Poyser's lab.
I thought you just wanted to rule them out and get on with collaring a few of the regular dealers.
Well, I did, but it's all a bit perfect, isn't it? A student drops dead because the drugs he took were too good. On the same night, we find out there's an ecstasy factory on the campus, albeit licensed. Well, I think we should take a closer look, just to give me some peace of mind.
It's been a while since you looked into something on a hunch, boss.
Well, it's a long time since I had one. And apart from anything else, I won't be looking into it. Time you hit the books, Mooney!
But it's my birthday.
Have you found anything, Jeff?
Well, at first glance, it all looks fine. Poyser, Tiernan and Ambler just fill out an order for the requisitions office in triplicate, and they all sign it. One copy goes on file, one copy goes to the finance department, and one copy goes to the stores who deliver the chemicals. They sign similar forms when disposing of excess MDMA. It's all airtight.
So, I was wrong. Why am I not surprised? Fine. Send the files back with my apologies.
Hold your horses. It's a good job I have some faith in you. I called the requisitions department and got them to cross-reference their copies with the file copies. They don't tally.
Tell me more.
I don't think I understand.
Well, then I'll put it in simple terms. We have reason to believe that someone has been ordering chemicals in order to produce E for illegal sale.
How?
Well, by altering the part of the form being sent down to requisitions and massively over-ordering.
No, I'm sorry. It simply can't be true. No one would do that. They'd be putting their careers at risk. The project, everything.
Well, I'm afraid the lab will have to remain shut until further notice. And we'll need to interview all your students and staff. I'd like to start with you.
Are you arresting me?
No, you'll just be...
Helping with your inquiries? I can't believe this. How could this happen?
Well, that's what I'd like to ascertain. Now, just for the record, where were you on the night Adrian Walsh died? That is, last Friday, the 12th.
Last Friday? I remember I left work relatively early. I was home by about 6.
Professor, are you responsible for checking the deliveries?
I can't be responsible for counting every bottle and phial.
Well, who is?
We sort of share the work.
Who is we, exactly?
Myself, Sean Ambler and Marty Tiernan. We sign off requisitions and we take it in turns to go down to the stores to collect our orders. Whoever collects the chemicals logs them in our lab.
Do you check each other's work?
I never thought that would be necessary.
When was the last time you did a full stock take?
Well, actually, it's not really something we've ever considered.
Not ever?
No.
So for all we know, this lab could have been leaking e-pills since the project began.
I suppose.
Who was on the project from the off?
Myself, Marty and Sean.
You three seem to be linked to every aspect of this investigation. Were any of you subject to checks by the Home Office when they gave you the controlled substance licence?
No. I've worked at this university for 20 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this.
What about the other two? What do you know about them?
What can I say? Both excellent scientists dedicated to the project. Marty's one of the nicest people you could wish to meet.
And Sean?
She can be a little single-minded.
I simply refuse to believe that anyone who calls himself a scientist would do this.
Why?
A scientist would be aware of the dangers. Risk assessment is what we're doing on a project like this.
Can you explain that?
It's not very straightforward for someone without a working knowledge of biochemistry.
Have you ever read a forensics report?
Okay. MDMA was first synthesised by a German lab in 1912. But it was shelved after being patented.
OK, I didn't ask for a history lesson.
I'm just giving the background. Scientists like to have all the information.
Of course. Do go on.
Nobody looked at the compound again until World War II. It was tested by the Americans for use during the Cold War to do goodness only knows what, but the results were too unpredictable for long-term use. Still, it was after that MDMA started appearing on the streets. Most street drugs were developed in legitimate labs.
So someone in your lab is just following the tradition?
I was getting to that. The reason I'm so disgusted with whoever has done this is that we now have all the information at our fingertips. We know how the drug changes a user's body chemistry. We know the immediate risks and we know the long-term risks. Depression, liver damage. You're not just looking for some dealer carelessly handing out pills. You're looking for someone who knowingly put people's lives at risk. You're looking for a murderer.
If it's so dangerous, why are you even researching it?
It's one of the beautiful things about medicine. The kill or cure. There are thousands of them. Atropine saves hundreds of lives every day when used to treat cardiac arrest, but it comes from the belladonna plant.
Deadly nightshade. See, I do know a little bit.
In the right quantities, MDMA could be a wonder drug. It could free thousands of Parkinson's sufferers from muscle spasms and locked joints. The improvement to their quality of life will be immeasurable, but only if we get the dose right.
Sounds wonderful. How long have you known Marty Tiernan?
He didn't do it.
Well, I never said he did. Do you know him well?
We were undergraduates together.
Are you good friends?
We were.
And what about Professor Poyser?
He's great.
Is he a good boss?
Absolutely. He's fair, he's pleasant to work with.
Would you call him efficient? On the ball?
Yeah, of course.
Alan's brilliant. He's really encouraging, especially to Sean and me. He trusts us to do a good job.
Does he give you a lot of responsibility?
Definitely.
I see. Mr. Tiernan, where were you on the night Adrian Walsh died?
I was as far away from the student union as I could be. When you've been in academia as long as I have, you've seen it all before. You know what I mean?
I take it that student life is losing its appeal for you.
I've seen enough fresh-faced, goggle-eyed new students to last me for the rest of my existence. Freshers' Ball was the last place you would have found me.
So, you're familiar with the ins and outs of the university?
Sure, I've been here a while. About 5 years all in.
Can you explain how chemicals have been over-ordered from the lab?
No, I can't, unless it's a mistake by the stores.
Right. Have you worked here the whole time with Sian Ambler?
Yeah, the lab's her life. She eats, sleeps and breathes science.
And you don't?
I admire her dedication, but I want a life. When I go out with a woman, I don't want tissue samples to be my only topic of conversation. You must get bored of talking about your job when you're on a date.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should go out for pizza.
I don't think so, Mr. Tiernan. If we could just continue the interview.
Oh, we could talk about sport, politics, music, anything but science and police work.
It sounds wonderful, but I don't think my superintendent would be very impressed.
We don't have to tell him. Fair enough. How about after I'm eliminated from your inquiries?
You're full of suggestions, aren't you?
Back to the station, boss.
Yeah.
Any luck with the boffins?
Not the sort I wanted.
You what?
Oh, nothing. The worst thing I can accuse them of is being naive. They all seem convinced that nobody would deal out the lab. Not that any of them would know. And to say that Alan Poyser is hands-off would be the understatement of the century.
No, funny you should say that. He has quite a reputation around the campus.
Oh, yeah? For what?
Yeah, it seems he's the cool teacher.
Oh.
You know the sort. Reckons he's down with the kids. Spends half his life in the uni bar buying drinks for skint students by the sound of it.
Well, so he's having a bit of a midlife crisis. It don't make him a drug dealer.
No, but he's a liar. He told us he wasn't on the campus the night Adrian Walsh died. I have 2 eyewitnesses that say he was in the bar at 7. He bought a round of drinks and a pint, and then he left.
Really? He told me he was at home by 6 o'clock. But hold on. Adrian Walsh bought the pills at approximately 10 p.m. Let's say Poyser made his pint last for an hour. He's still well clear of the campus by 8:30.
Yeah, true.
And if he's a well-known face around the college, he'd be an idiot to do his own dealing. Unless he was doing a drop-off in the bar.
He claims he was at home with the missus all night.
Right, well, let's ask her to confirm that.
Come through. I'm afraid Alan's out.
Oh, that's okay. It was you we wanted to speak with.
Oh, okay. What do you want to know?
Can you tell me where Professor Poyser was on Friday evening?
Haven't you asked him?
Well, yes, but we'd like you to confirm it.
Friday was the night that boy died. I know what you're alluding to.
Mrs. Poyser, could you just tell us?
Have you any idea what you're putting my husband through? He's worried sick.
Now, I appreciate that it must have been very disruptive, but we do need you to answer the question.
He was here at home.
All night?
Yes.
Were you?
Well, no, I'm a fine arts lecturer. I had an evening class.
So what time did you get home?
Well, the lecture finished at 9, but I popped in to see a friend on the way home. It was about 10:30, maybe 11. He was home then.
So you only actually know that he was home after 10:30. Thank you, Mrs. Poyser.
Why do you think he lied?
I don't know, but I want to find out.
We're going to bring him in.
Oh, we've not got enough to arrest him, but I'll pay him another visit tomorrow. Of course, this could all be perfectly innocent.
Well, we always have to be prepared for that eventuality, but let's hope not.
No, he's definitely hiding somewhere.
Shall I drive you home, milady?
No, drop me off at the station.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've got a stack of paperwork.
I'll still be there in the morning.
Look, to be honest with you, I sleep better slumped over a pile of arrest reports than I do at home at the moment.
Still struggling to get 40 winks. Have you thought about seeing the station doctor?
Why? Are you worried it's contagious?
Better hadn't be. The amount of time I have to spend with you.
Come on, let's go.
Right you are, Bob.
Marty Tiernan speaking.
It's me, Sian,
It's been a long time since you spoke to me away from work.
I suppose. Look, I think we should have a talk.
About what?
Not on the phone.
Why? Do you think Tully's had us bugged? Hello? Anyone on the line?
You know, that's one of the things I don't miss about you. The inappropriate use of humour in situations of high stress.
Do you know what I miss about you?
Don't.
Everything.
Marty.
Look, I'll be in Romano's in about half an hour.
I'll see you there.
Alan Poyser is waiting for you in there, boss.
Is he now?
And he is not a happy bunny.
Thanks, Jeff. Professor Poyser.
What the hell were you doing at my house? How dare you talk to my wife?
I needed to go over a few details about your statement.
I don't care. You leave her out of this, you understand? She's nothing to do with any of this mess. It's not her fault.
I never said it was. Can you just calm down a little?
No, I can't. It's not on. Caroline's had enough to deal with. Why didn't you just ask me?
OK, I will. Could you confirm again for me your whereabouts on the night that Adrian Walsh died?
I've told you. I was at home.
Then why do 2 independent witnesses say you were in the Union Bar?
Who said that?
That's not important. Why don't you take a seat and calm down, Professor Poyser?
Wasn't sure you'd come.
I nearly didn't.
Ordered a bottle of that red you like.
I really don't want to. Look, you never listen when it's something you don't want to hear.
You look like you need it.
Can you blame me? The lab is crawling with police. What if they find something, Marty?
They won't.
You can't be sure of that. They took all the records, everything.
They don't even know what they're looking for. Don't worry, this'll all blow over.
Stop it.
What?
Stop pretending there's nothing wrong. You always do that.
Hey, I thought you came here for reassurance. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, it's not working. I'm frightened.
I know.
I don't know what to do with myself, and it's driving me insane.
Look, we just have to keep our heads down and get on with things.
And how am I supposed to do that? Usually, when something gets to me, I just work until it stops bothering me. But with the lab closed down...
Is that why you've hardly looked up from your notes for the last few months? Since we...
I don't want to talk about that.
Well, I do. You never gave me a chance to explain.
Have you ever thought that was because I didn't want to hear all your excuses again?
We were good together.
We were too different.
Opposites attract and all that?
We never had a problem with attraction.
Exactly.
Stop it. I came to you as a friend and a colleague. This is the last thing I need. I should have known.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you never do.
Sean.
So I was at the bar. I just went in for a quick pint after work. It's not a crime, is it?
Absolutely not. So why lie about it?
Look, I know it looks bad.
It does. Why didn't you tell the truth in the first place?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
Whatever you're hiding from me, it's better you tell me now.
I'm sorry you don't understand.
Don't I? Try me.
I can't. I know how bad this looks, but I just can't. I'm sorry. Can I go?
Well, I can't stop you. But Professor Poyser, you need to think long and hard about telling me the truth. Hello? No, it's all right. Send him through. Mr. Tiernan, what can I do for you?
I'm after a progress report, actually.
I'm sorry, I can't really discuss the case with you.
I understand that. I just have a couple of questions.
OK, I'll do my best to help.
I'm sure that you've heard that Alan has been put on suspension by the university.
Yes, and I supported their decision.
Well, that's OK then. His picture's all over the papers and they've found him guilty before you've even made an arrest. University professor implicated in drug death? Do you think that's fair?
Professor Poyser had been negligent in the running of the lab and the press have the right to report that.
He didn't do it.
Do you still have a question?
It's about the lab records. Can we have them back?
I'm afraid they're evidence.
We need them for the Home Office investigation that your inquiries have sparked. We might lose our licence.
I know.
Then you understand why it's imperative we get them back. We need to get up to date and start researching again. They won't close us down when they see how dedicated the team are.
I really do wish I could help, but it's
You have
absolutely...
no idea how you've screwed things up for us. Undergraduates might have to repeat a year. 6 months of research discredited a respected professor's career.
Hey, your problem isn't with me. It's with the person who decided to set themselves up as a drug baron.
You don't even know that person exists. You're working on a hunch. You heard about our project and you put 2 and 2 together. Shame that it doesn't add up.
I think you've said enough.
I'm sorry. It's been a stressful few days. I know you're just doing your job, but you don't know what this is doing to people, especially Alan.
Marty, a young man died. I have to find out who's responsible. That's stressful too.
2 completely stressed out people. Not a good combination.
No.
Perhaps we should do what I suggested back at the lab? A pizza, a bottle of wine, no mention of investigations or MDMA?
I don't think so, but thank you.
Well, that's a shame, because I'll be in Romano's tonight about 8. It's a lonely place to eat alone.
I hope the food's good.
Please leave a message.
Mooney, it's Sarah. I've been asked to go to dinner by, Marty Tiernan. 8 o'clock.
And you said you weren't coming.
Well, I changed my mind after you recommended the food.
I'm glad you did, Inspector Tully.
It's Sarah. Okay.
Okay.
Alan! I'm home, love. How's your day been? Did you find something to do? I can't smell any dinner cooking. You could have at least... Alan? Oh, no. Please, no.
Well, it's a pretty hard sell to my dad. He never got the whole science obsession.
What does he do?
Has a travel agency, a chain of them, actually.
Oh, I see. So the pizza's on you.
Oh, no. I'm afraid that Dad doesn't offer me any support, financial or otherwise. He always thought I'd take over the running of the family business when he retired. He was upset when I signed on to do my PhD.
Then why do it? You could have had an easy life. Foreign holidays, plenty of cash.
You go straight for the killer question, don't you? I suppose I like the beauty of science research. You start with some simple idea, you set out to prove it, and you have everything at your fingertips to do just that. It's like going on a journey, but writing the map as you go along. Does that make sense?
Well, not really, but go on.
On the MDMA project, we know that the drug is therapeutic for Parkinson's sufferers, so that's the destination. The best drugs regime that will provide the best relief with the least side effects. The journey takes in all the dead ends and detours, but we know we'll get there.
Oh, that must be nice, knowing that it'll all turn out all right in the end. I never know that in my job. A case that looks cut and dried can turn out to be an utter mess, and do you know why?
Tell me.
Human beings. They're chaotic, irrational, and stupid. What are you laughing at?
Listen to us.
What about us?
What were the 2 things we weren't going to talk about?
Oh, yeah, right.
We're hopeless. We've been here since 8.
Well, some of us have, and some of us were late.
And so far, our only topics of conversation have been...
Science and police work. Pathetic.
That's the confirmation I needed. I am officially socially inadequate.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
Why not? Because that's your job?
No, because, despite my best intentions, I've had a good time tonight.
I'm glad to hear it. Listen, they're going to be closing in a minute. I know a bar we could go to.
No, thank you. It's been nice, but...
What were you saying about being irrational? Maybe it's your turn.
Oh, damn.
The real world calls.
I'm sorry, Marty. I've just got to...
It's okay.
Tully speaking. What's up, Mooney? When? Where is he now? All right. No, it's okay. I'm on my way.
What's wrong?
Marty, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. Mooney!
All right, boss. Hope I wasn't interrupting anything when I called.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't remember in my training interviewing suspects in restaurants.
I thought I might find out something. All right. Who found the body?
Mrs. Poyser. The undertakers have just taken him away. Do you think we've found our dealer? Looks to me like the professor couldn't take the guilt. What do you think?
I think you might be right.
Marty, what do you want?
I need to come in.
What's wrong? Has Tully found something?
No, it's Alan. He's killed himself.
No.
And at this sad time, our thoughts are with those Alan left behind, his wife Caroline, and his many friends and colleagues of the university. Now, if we can all sing the first hymn, Abide with Me.
I don't think we're welcome here, boss. We're getting some filthy looks.
Look, we're just doing our job. It's part of our investigation.
I'm not sure Mrs. Poyser agrees. I don't think this is the time. Marty Tiernan looks upset. Sian Ambler does as well. Did you know there used to be an item?
Who told you that?
They were one of the undergraduates in the lab. They were pretty hot and heavy for a while, apparently.
Why didn't I know about this? Keep me informed in future, will you?
I really didn't think it was relevant.
Look, I never asked you to think.
Won't happen again, Inspector.
I'll wait outside.
I'll keep an eye on things in here, in case there's a riot or something.
What the hell do you think you're doing here? I can't believe you'd be so insensitive.
I'm just doing my job.
Is that all you can say? You've just driven a man to suicide.
I really am sorry for your loss.
You've no idea what we've lost. Alan was a good man, the best. I tried to tell you to back off, but you couldn't let it lie.
Listen, I go to a lot of funerals. It's part of my job. Some I'm welcome at and some are like this. I went to one yesterday. Do you know whose it was?
How on earth would I?
It was Adrian Walsh's. The coroner finally released his body to his parents. He had a big family and all of them are devastated. They're the reason this is an ongoing investigation. So why don't you have a think about that while you're up on your high horse?
I'm going. I don't need this today.
Fine. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sarah.
That looks uncomfortable.
You were right. We shouldn't have come. Let's go back to the station. Egg and chips on me.
Actually, I owe you an apology. There was a point to coming here. Her name's Rachel.
Rachel, I'd like you to repeat what you told DC Mooney at the church, okay?
Okay.
Take your time, love.
I just need you to know that Alan didn't do it. He wouldn't.
And how can you be sure of that?
Because the night that guy died, he was with me. We met in the uni bar, had a drink, and then he came back to mine.
What sort of relationship did you have with Alan Poyser?
We were having an affair.
How long had it been going on?
Almost a year. He was so special. He listened to me, really cared about what I had to say.
How well did you know him?
I knew him better than anyone did. We were in love. It was so hard for me today, sitting in the back of the church pretending to be just another student.
Yeah, it must have been very difficult.
It's not fair. We only had to wait a few more months.
For what?
Until I graduated. Then we were going to be together properly. It's not against university rules to date students, but it's frowned upon. Alan was already having a hard time.
Was he? Why?
He'd had to take a lot of time off work.
Why?
Well, some days he got so down. But it's an illness. Clinical depression, he struggled with it. He had a lot of time off work, but they didn't know.
Who didn't?
The university.
How? Did his colleagues cover for him?
I have no idea. All I know is that he was really bad at the beginning of the year, and then he started to get better. I'd like to go now.
Rachel, what about his work? Did he talk about who was looking after the lab when he was ill?
I've said I don't know.
Rachel, Professor Poyser left a suicide note. It said, "I'm so sorry." Do you know what he meant by that?
I suppose it must have been about us, our affair. He tried so hard to protect everyone. Me, his wife.
I think we should take a break, Inspector.
Yeah, all right. Why don't you take her home?
Come on, love.
I just needed you to know that he didn't do it. He couldn't have.
A toast to Alan.
To Alan.
He'll be missed.
Marty, I've been thinking. I'm going to go to the police and tell them everything.
Why?
They're going to find out anyway, and when they do, it'll look bad for me.
And me?
No, I'll keep your name out of it.
When were you thinking of going?
Tomorrow. I need a good night's sleep first.
I could come with you.
I told you, I'm going to keep you out of it.
I meant for the good night's sleep. The last few days made me realise how much I miss you, Sean.
It's not the right time. You said it yourself, the last few days have been awful.
But you know what's made them bearable? You, Sean. I know it's a cliche, but Alan, ending up like he did, has made me think that life is just too short to be without you.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just take me back to your place. Please?
If that's everything, Inspector, I'm off home. You all right?
It's this case. It's getting to me.
So I see. Do you want to tell me why?
Well, I'm not sure. There was a time when I would have relished a case like this.
But not anymore.
I think I've got overachiever's malaise. I've been working so hard that I've completely forgotten why.
Now, that's easy. To catch the bad guys.
No, not this time. The bad guy turned out to be some pathetic bloke covering up a sordid little affair.
Not being at all judgmental.
Not the way my judgment's letting me down at the moment. I'm not even sure what we're looking for here. It's clear that someone in that lab was making the drug. But were they dealing it as well?
Or were they getting someone else to do it?
Well, I know one thing. Alan Poyser couldn't have handled any of it. He was barely able to juggle his job, his marriage and his bit on the side. He was in no fit state to run a dealing operation.
Yeah, true.
No, we're just left with questions. How big is this operation? Is there a supply chain? Is one of them boffins really a drug baron?
Well, it seemed unlikely at first, but the further we get into it...
Yeah, but how did it start? Did they just wake up one morning and think, I know, I'll deal E to the entire campus?
It had to start small.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. OK. Imagine you take a couple of pills on the weekend, just recreational use.
Yeah.
Then you're working on a project where you're throwing away good E. You'd think, waste not, want not. Maybe slip a couple out the lab.
And a few for your friends.
Yeah. And soon you're the big man
Or woman.
Or woman on campus. You're the cool dude with the cheap E and you're still clearing a tidy profit.
But you get greedy.
Yeah. And you think it's so easy that you'll go into full-scale production, especially when the bloke who's supposed to be keeping an eye on you is never there, or too busy keeping an eye on his mistress.
So, who's in the frame?
Well, we have two names, but we've got nothing on them. Yet.
Come in. And, before we go any further, you can stay for a coffee, but then you have to go.
You've already said that.
I know, but you never used to believe me when I said it.
You never used to mean it.
I do now. I want to take this slowly. I'm not going to give you the chance
Sean,
to just...
shut up and come here.
Open up! It's the police, and we've got a search warrant.
What? What's going on?
Yeah, all right.
What the hell's going on? What were all these people?
All right, lads, in you go.
Miss Ambler, I need to inform you that I'm in possession of a warrant to search the flat for a Class A drug. Are you alone?
Yes, I am.
Right, lads, you know what we're looking for.
Is someone going to tell me what's going on? You dragged me out of bed, ransacked my flat.
We had a letter this morning.
Saying what?
That we should pay you a visit because we might find something of interest.
You'll find nothing. Is that the sum total of your investigation? A letter?
Actually, I have some questions for you while we wait. Did you know Professor Poyser suffered from depression?
I did, but what's that got to do with you?
Well, it seems he took a month off work in January, which is strange, considering that the university knew nothing of his absence.
Didn't they?
Whom did he leave in charge during his absence, Miss Ambler?
What are you getting at?
Answer the question.
You don't understand. Alan had always struggled with his depression, but I'd never seen him as bad. We'd only just started the project and there was so much to do. He just couldn't cope. He needed some time off.
Who did he leave in charge?
Do you realise how it would have looked? After years of work, he finally gets a prestigious project to oversee and he takes to his bed. It could have ended his career.
I'll ask you again. Who took charge?
I did. I covered for him. I did all the paperwork and then I'd take it to his house for his signature.
All of it?
Well, there were a couple of times that things needed signing urgently. So I forged his signature on some forms.
Including chemical requisition forms?
Yes. I know this looks bad.
Yeah, you can say that again. You've just confessed to fraud. Sean Ambler, I'm placing you under arrest.
Boss! I think you'd better take a look at this. Over here.
Stay with this officer, Miss Ambler. What is it, Mooney?
Look. Hundreds of them.
Oh, I hope they're not aspirins. Because if it's he...
She's going down.
Present in the interview room are myself, DI Sarah Tully and DC Jeff Mooney. For the benefit of the tape, would you please state your name?
Sean Ambler.
Have you been informed of your rights?
Yes.
Miss Ambler, as you know, we found over 100 tablets in your flat which have now been examined and we can confirm they're ecstasy.
Someone must have planted them.
Like who?
You?
That's a serious accusation.
Well, where else did they come from?
I think they came from the lab. Whereas you've already admitted you've been forging Professor Poyser's signature since January. And where you've been over-ordering chemicals for your own use. Am I right?
No.
Can you tell me what you plan to do with the pills?
No.
Then why were they in your flat? Please, will you answer the question?
I'm not saying anything else. This is ridiculous. It's a waste of time.
No, you need to stop wasting my time. Sean Ambler, you will now be charged with forgery and possession of ecstasy tablets with intent to supply. Take her to the charge office.
Sarah, what are you doing here?
Having dinner. That's what you usually do in restaurants.
I was thinking about calling you and then I decided against it. How's Sean doing?
Marty, I can't go into...
I'm sorry you can't talk about it.
No.
Listen, I was out of order at the funeral.
You were upset.
I was an arse.
Well, it's been tough on you. But I think it's nearly over.
Thank God. I can't take much more. I just can't believe it. I don't know what to think anymore.
Marty, are you all right?
Listen, would you mind if we went somewhere quieter? I just need to talk.
Where do you want to go?
Flat's round the corner.
Oh, well, I don't think that
I'm
was...
sorry, of course you can't.
No, it'll be fine. Come on.
Make yourself at home. Can I get you a glass of wine?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Damn, I thought I had a bowl. I'll go to the shop.
Oh, it's all right. I can do without.
Well, I can't. I'll just be 5 minutes. Choose a CD or something.
Okay.
Hi, you've through to Marty's phone. Leave a message.
Where the hell are you? I've been waiting to hear from you for days. I want to meet. Parkinson Steps, 11 o'clock tonight.
Damn you.
Got a bottle of wine. Hope that's okay.
Marty, I'm really sorry, but I've got to go. I've just had a call from the station. There's been an armed robbery.
Do you have to go right away?
Yeah, I do. Listen, we'll have that talk later, I promise.
Do you? Sarah, I really...
Look, I'm sorry, I've got to go.
I just wondered if you'd come back.
What?
After you've finished. I'll be up. I'm not sleeping too well.
Well, I'll see, okay? Bye.
Bye.
Are all the other vehicles in place?
Yeah. Do you really think he's up to no good?
Look, you don't meet at 11 o'clock at night to swap stamps.
And you heard this on his answer phone?
Yes.
Whilst you were in his flat?
Yes, can we drop the subject?
Of course, boss. Hey, here he is. And here's his mate. Hang on. That's Gavin Murphy.
I knew I recognised that
We've been
voice.
after that little tow rag for months. He's been dealing to half of Leeds. Should we have him, boss?
Not yet. Wait for the exchange.
You decided to come then?
Gavin.
Just give me the stuff. You're 2 weeks late.
Here.
What's this? Because it certainly don't look like 100 pills.
Come on, you know what's been going on. I could barely get these out of the lab, let alone 100.
Not my problem, mate.
Actually, it is. One of the kids you sold to died. I thought I told you only one per customer.
He wanted one for his girlfriend. And I thought I told you that I give the orders.
That's it. We've got him.
All units, that's a go. Stay where you are and put your hands up. Nice to see you again, Captain.
You've set me up! I'll have you for this!
Come on, Murphy, that's enough of that, mate. Sarah, I can explain. I never meant anyone to get hurt. It just got out of hand.
Place him under arrest, DC Mooney.
Right, if you come with me, Mr. Tiernan.
Sarah, I need you to understand. I was just selling a bit of surplus at first.
That's enough, come on.
No, it's all right, Jeff. Nice little earner, was it?
It wasn't like that. I just kept it amongst friends. But I didn't know I was queering Gavin's pitch. When he found out, he went berserk. He threatened to kill me if I didn't start supplying him.
Boss, no, I really need to caution him before he says anything.
Why didn't you go to the police?
And admit that I've been dealing a Class A drug. It would have been the end for the project and me. So many people were relying on me. You can understand how he feels.
That's enough.
Oh, all right! Caution him!
Marty Tiernan, I'm arresting you for being in...
I'll be taken in by him. I'm in the clear now, then.
Well, not quite, Sean. The drugs are sorted, but I'll have to speak to the CPS to resolve the other matters. I know you were only trying to help, Alan, so I'll see what I can do.
Right, thanks. And after that, I don't want to see you or this place ever again. No offence.
None taken.
How's it going, boss?
It's fine. Has he been charged?
Yeah, he's in the cells. And Gavin is singing like a canary. He doesn't like Mr. Tiernan very much.
Sure.
Now, we'll have to crack on with the statements tomorrow. Until then, I shall be at home with the missus. Well done, by the way.
For what?
Getting a result. I know this one has been problematical.
Yeah, you could say that.
Am I right in thinking that you were nearly in a very compromising position?
I've been an idiot, Jeff.
You said it.
Thanks for the support.
Now, you know you always have that. Night, boss. Try and get a good night's sleep, eh?
Yeah, thanks. Good night, Jeff.